Welcome back, students. Today we will see the next assembly, that is assembly of feed check valve. If you see on your screen, the details of feed check valves are given, and we have to prepare the assembly from given details. So if you see here in a part list, total 11 parts are given. That is, part number 1 is the body, part number 2 is the cover, part number 3 spindle, part number 4 is the valve, and the material for body, that is CI, quantity is 1, material for cover, again CI, quantity is 1, material for spindle, MS, quantity is 1, material for valve, GM, quantity is 1, material for wall sheet, GM, quantity is 1, material for part number 6, that is gland, material is GM, quantity is 1, material that is for part number 7, that is hand wheel, is CI, quantity is 1, for part number 8 it is stud, material is MS, quantity is 6, total number of quantities are 6, part number 9 again stud, material is MS, so total number of quantities are 2, part number 10 nut, material is MS, total number of quantities are 6, part number 11 material is again MS, and the name of that part is nut, quantity is 3. So my dear students, the total number of parts, if you see here in part list, that is 11 parts are there, and if you see here one by one, part number 1, if you see the details of part number 1, that is, this is what the part number 1 is there. The name of the part number 1, it is a body, material is cast, and quantity is 1 there. So as I told you already, before preparing the assembly from given details, or before preparing the details from given assembly, you should have to read the given drawing carefully. You should have to understand it, what is given. And as well as with the understanding of the drawing, you must know what is the application of that assembly or of that mechanical component. So here we are talking about the feed check valve. The details are given of the feed check valve. The application of feed check valve is that usually feed check valves are mounted in between pump and boiler. So pumps are used to supply the water to the boiler. So in between pump and boiler, feed check valves are mounted to supply water in a controlled manner. To supply water in a controlled manner, feed check valves are mounted in between pump and the boiler. So that is the application of feed check valve. So total number of 11 parts are there in feed check valve. We have to prepare its assembly from given details. So as I told you already, while preparing the assembly from given details, you should know what is the use of each part in that assembly. What is the use of each part in that assembly? If you know that point, it is very easier to assemble the parts one by one. So while assembling the parts, as I told you, you have to select first part, that is a base part. On that base part, other parts will get assembled. Other parts will get assembled. So in this case, the base part first part while preparing the assembly is body, that is part number 1. Now let us start. We will start with the preparation of the assembly. Now take body, that is part number 1 while preparing the assembly. Now if you see here in the body what dimensions are given, we have to check it, the dimensions, what dimensions are given here, what features are given, that is also an important point. So this is what the front view of the body, and this one is the side view of the body. So if you see here in terms of features, what features are there, the holes are provided here. If you see these holes which is provided here, the same holes can be, you can see here in the top view, these are the holes. So total number of holes, how many holes are there? 6 holes are there. M16 is the dimension of that hole. M, it stands for metric. 16 is the nominal diameter of the hole. Deep 17. So depth of that hole means, if you see here, I am zooming in here, the depth of that hole, this depth is how much it is? It is 17 mm. 17 mm, which is showing here. Sorry, which is showing here. This is what the 17 is there. And PCD, it stands for pitch circle diameter, that is 152. It is 152. It is a pitch circle diameter. 152 means which diameter it is? So this is what the diameter of this circle. How much it is? This is a 152 pitch circle diameter. That circle it is showing the center line. 152 means on that circle how many holes are there? Tapped holes are there or threaded holes are there? Total number of 6 holes are there on that circle. If you see here, only half view has shown. It is not sectional view. It is half view has shown here. Why half view? Because if you see there, this view, that is this view, this side view is symmetrical to this axis. Is symmetrical to this axis. Means exactly below of this axis you will get the same type of view which is there above the axis like this. Same type of view is there. So they have drawn with the half, they have drawn half view here, that is half top view is there. This is the top view is there, and this one is the front view of the body of the feed check wall. If you see the dimensions, important dimensions which we required here, all dimensions are given. So this is 588 is the dimension, 580 is this dimension, total width of this is 5206. Again it is given at this point also. 5206 is there, right? This 5108 is the diameter, 5128 is there, 575 is there, 596, 5206. So these many dimensions are given here. We should know all dimensions. We have to read the drawing carefully one by one. Right? So we have called part number 1 while preparing the assembly. While preparing the assembly, if you see here, I will show you the assembly of it also. This is what the part number 1 is there. If you see there, that part number 1 is showing here. Right? And this is what the part number 1, they have drawn here like this. This is what the complete area of the part number 1. So this is what the area of the part number 1. So we have to draw part number 1, complete its front view as well as its top view. So in this assembly they have not shown the part number 1. Only for understanding I am showing you this assembly. Only for understanding I am showing you this assembly, because we have to apply the dimensions on this also, and as well as one more view it should come here exactly below of it, that is a top view. Top view we need to draw here exactly below of it here at this point, isn't it? So this is the part number 1, which I was talking about the part number 1 to you here, right? Now after calling the part number 1 while preparing the assembly, what could be the second part that we need to decide it here? So this, while making the assembly we should know the use of each component, as well as we have to study thoroughly what dimensions are given in the particular details or in assembly. We have to match that dimensions. If we could match the dimensions, then it is very easier to make the assembly from the given details. If you see there, in the given assembly, in the given details, we will see which dimensions are matching with the other part dimensions. So if you see there, this is what the dimension 588 is there, isn't it? As well as this is the dimension 580, right? If you see there, for part number 5, yes, for part number 5, if you see there, for part number 5, I am talking about the part number 5. In the details, in the part list, if you see there, that is the wall sheet is there, material is GM, and quantity is 1. 588 is the diameter. This is what the diameter is there. This portion is having a diameter 588. So this diameter, that is external diameter of this wall sheet, is again 588 is there. So this portion, this 588 is there, as well as if you see the height, this height it is 40, that is of wall sheet height is 40, as well as the height of this segment of the body is again 40 is there. If you see there, this complete height is 40, from here to here, that height is 40, means that this complete portion and this complete portion of the wall sheet, that is having a height of 40 mm, it will rest on this portion. This is what the portion, on that portion the wall sheet it will rest. So this edge of the wall sheet, it will match with this edge of the body, isn't it? Means first part which we have called while making the assembly, that is part number 1. Second part which we have called sequentially, second part which we have called, that is a part number 5 we have called in second sequence, and the name of that part is wall sheet. It will sit exactly at this area, as I told you already. This is what the area, at that area the part number 5 it will sit. So the name of that part, it is a wall sheet is there. So 2 parts we have assembled so far. For better understanding, I will show you the assembly of it also. Yes, this is what. So don't see these balloons. The balloons which are showing here and the part list which we have here, it is not matching. So just observe the part. Don't observe the balloons which are showing here on the assembly drawing. So we will use the part list only for details. The part list which is given here in detail drawing, that part list we are using here, we are referring here while preparing the assembly. So only for understanding and showing you this assembly, don't refer this balloon, right? Because this balloon number and the part list which is showing here will not match. So don't refer the balloons which are showing here in the assembly. So the part 5, that is a part, this is what the part 5 is there. We have assembled the part 5. This is what the part 5 is there, right? So what could be the next part? So we have assembled 2 parts so far from the given details. What could be the next part? That is part number, we need to check it out here. Which dimensions are matching with the assembled parts of details. If you see here, yes, if you see there, again this is 588 is there, this 588 is there. So we have assembled these 2 parts, as well as this is 575, isn't it? This 575 is there. So what it is wall sheet. The name of this part is what, if you see there in part list, it is wall sheet. So wall sheets are used to allow walls to sit on it. So wall sheets What is the use of wall seats? Wall seats can be allowed to sit walls on it. So this is what the part number 4, the name of that part is wall is there. So wall can sit on the wall seat. Wall can sit on the wall seat. So that is what the application of that. This wall can sit on this wall seat. So wall seats are used to allow walls to sit on wall seat, isn't it? So if you see there, this is 575 is the inside diameter of the wall seat, and if you see the wall part number 4 is there. So part number 4, this is what the part number 4 is there. So this diameter of the wall is 74. So this 74 and the 75 is there. So clearance fit is there. Why? This diameter is less. This diameter is less as compared to the inside diameter of this wall seat. So there will be the clearance fit is there. Clearance fit is there means this wall, it will sit inside of this wall seat. Part number 4 is there, right? So we will see here in the assembly. Yes, if you see there in the assembly, so this is what the part number 4 I am showing here. Part number 4, which is sitting inside of this wall seat. This is what the wall seat is there, and this inside portion is the wall is there, isn't it? So we could assemble 3 parts so far. So the first part which we have selected here, that is a body. Part number 2, that is wall seat we have taken. So part number 5 it is, part number 5 sequentially part we have called, and the next part which we have called while making the assembly, that is part number 4 is there, isn't it? Now three parts from the given details we have assembled. So what could be the next part in the assembly? So that we need to decide it here. If you see this 88 mm is the diameter, this 88 mm is matching, okay, and we could assemble wall in wall seat, okay, let it be. The next part is what we have to call the next part as the studs are there. Why the studs are there? If you see there, that is part number 2, we need to call it here. Part number 2 we have to call it here. The dimensions, if you see the dimensions which are matching, this is what the part number 2, and its front view, and this one is the top view of the part number 2. This is the front view of the part number 2, and this one is the top view of the part number 2. So if you see, this is what the diameter of the part number 2. The name of that part is cover. If you see here in part list, this diameter is 5206 is there, and if you see there 5206, as well as the 2 holes are there. These holes, if you see there, again these holes which I am showing here, these are total 6 number of holes are there on cover, but in this view they are not showing the dimensions of that hole. It is not shown here, but we need to understand. If we know the application, we can understand it very easily. These are the total 6 number of holes are there. I am showing that holes. These are the 6 number of holes. So these 6 number of holes are matching with the holes which are present on part number 1, that is body. These holes are there. Isn't it? Means these holes are matching with these holes on the part number 1. That is, holes of part number 2 are matching with the holes on the part number 1. So if you see there, that holes are placed at a distance of PCD, that is, PCD is what? 152 mm is the pitch circle diameter. So the pitch circle diameter of this circle is again, 152 mm. And on that 152 mm circle, these 6 holes are drilled. These 6 holes are drilled, and it is simple hole. It is not a threaded hole. These all holes are simple holes. These all holes are simple holes. So first part which we have picked, we have selected, that is part number 1 while making the assembly. Second part, or in second sequence, which part we have selected, that is part number 5 we have selected. In third sequence, which part we have selected, that is part number 4 we have selected. And in fourth sequence, which part we are selecting for assembly, that is part number 2 we are selecting. Part number 2 we are selecting. So we have to assemble part number 2 on this body. So we will see here in the assembly. Yes, this is what the part number 2 as per our details. I am showing it. This is what the part number 2 as per our details, and that part number 2 is assembling. That part number 2 is assembling with the help of these stud. These are the stud, and nut arrangement is there. With the help of this stud and nut arrangement, part number 2 is assembled with the part number 1. Part number 1. So how many holes are given there? For it, 6 number of holes are given. So these are the 6 number of holes are there. 6 number of holes are there. Right? So for making the assembly of part number 2 with part number 1, we have to use stud and nut arrangement. So how many studs are given? If you go here in part list, yes, for part number 8, this is what the part number 8 is there. Material is MS. How many quantities are there? 6 quantities are there. The name of that part is stud. Means this stud is assembling with part number 2 and part number 1. So to join part number 1 and to join part number 2, we are using here part number 8, that is stud is there. That stud is there. Where is the part number 8? So this is what the part number 8 is there in details. So the quantity of that part 8 is 6 is there. As well as we are using stud and nut arrangement to join part number 2 with part number 1. So we have used stud. Where is the nut? We need to find it here. Yes, nut. If you see the part number 10, nut is there, material is MS, and quantity is 6 is there. Means this 6 quantity and this 6 quantity. So we are using stud and nut arrangement to assemble part number 2 with part number 1. If you see there in assembly, this is the stud is there, and this portion is the nut is there. This is the portion of stud and this is the portion of nut is there. So total 6 studs and total 6 nuts we are using here to join part number 2 with part number 1. Let's move. Again we will go here in details. So far if you see there, how many parts we have called? We have used body. Second part which we have called, in second sequence which part we have called, that is part number 5 we have called. Third sequence which part we have called, that is part number 4 we have called. Fourth sequence which part we have called, that is part number 2. Fifth sequence, that is part number 8 we have called. Sixth sequence, part number 10 we have called. So what could be the part which we are calling at 7th sequence, that we need to find out here. that we have to find out here, and that part is the part number. That part is the part number 3 is there. That is a spindle. If you see the part list here, the spindle is there, material is MS, and quantity is again 1 is there, isn't it? So that part number 3 we are calling at 7th sequence to make the assembly of part number 3 with the main assembly. So if you see the dimensions of the spindle, what dimensions are given here. So the head dimension of the spindle is 532, isn't it? And from this edge to this edge, the total length is given, that is 178 is given. 178 mm is the total length from this edge to this edge. This segment is of 24 mm, this segment is of 14 mm, where on this segment, this is what the segment is there. This is a segment of 14 mm length whose dimension is M12, means it is a portion of threaded, it is a threaded portion. External threads are provided here. External threads are provided here. As well as on this portion, this is what the portion of external threads. The dimension of that external threads are M25. It is M25 is there. And you may have a query in your mind, what is this? What is this? If it is a total length 178 mm, then why it is break? This is a way of showing the dimension. 178 mm, it is the length of that segment. But suppose that once due to it is taking more space of your sheet, if it is taking more space of your drawing sheet, this is a way of showing a dimension. So this portion, it is broken out here. It is shown in the broken out way. It is broken out way. This is what the broken out way. This segment of a length 178 mm is showing in a broken out way to avoid unnecessary use of more space on your drawing sheet. Actually, it is a continue segment is there, but this is a way of showing drawing. This is a way of, this is what it is standard of showing a drawing on a drawing sheet, you can say, right? If you have any doubt related with this segment, you can call me, you can ask me, right? So in 7th sequence, part number 3 will come. If you see there in assembly, the assembly will come like this. So this is what the part which we are calling at 7th sequence. 7th sequence, and that is the, in a part list, if you see, the number of that part is a 3, that is part number is 3, it is a spindle is there. It is a spindle is there. So that part we have called it here. Isn't it? So 7th part we have assembled so far. Total number of parts which are given here in the assembly in details, that total parts are 11 parts are there. So what could be the next part? The next part in the assembly, if you see there, the dimensions of the spindle are, this dimension of the spindle is 532, as well as the dimension on part number 6, it is a gland, is 32. This is what the dimension 32 mm is there, isn't it? As well as yes, this 32 and this 32 is matching with each other, isn't it? Means this part number 6, this part number 6, it will get on the part number 3. Means this part number 3, it will get inserted in part number 6. It will get inserted in part number 6, as well as if you see there, there are 2 holes which are provided here. these are the two holes which are provided here on part number 6, and the size of that hole is 510 is the size of that hole is there, and the distance between the two holes which is given here, this is what the front view of the part number 6, that is gland, and this is what the distance between these two holes is showing here in the top view, that is 76 mm is the distance between these two holes. If you see here for part number 2, that is cover, it was there cover. If you see here in the top view of part number 2, the two holes are provided here, and the distance between the two holes is again 76 mm. These are the two holes which are provided here on the part number 2, that is cover. Means these two holes are matching, these two holes are matching with the holes which are provided here on the gland. These are the two holes, isn't it? So if you see there in the assembly, again I will show you the assembly. Yes, if you see this is what the axis of the hole which are present on the gland, I am showing here with the red line, and this is what the axis of the holes which are present here on the cover. So these axes are matching with each other, that is, it is a coaxial condition is there, same axis is there for both the holes, and these two parts, that is part number, this is what the gland, and part this cover are assembled with the help of nut and stud arrangement. So the next part which we are calling here while making the assembly, that is the remaining parts are there, that part is what, part number 9 and part number 11. Part number 9, it is a part number 9 is what, it is a stud is there, and part number 11, it is a nut is there. So the total quantity of part number 9, if you see there, 2 quantities there, and for part number 11 nut, again it is a mistake here, actually there should be the 2 quantities, not 3 quantities. So the 2 quantities are there. Wait, sorry. So yes, these 3 quantities they are given right, 3 quantities are right. So the for part number 9 stud, mild steel is the material, 2 quantities are there. For part number 11, this is what the part number 11 is there, part number 11 nut, material is mild steel, total quantities are 3 quantities are there. So the part number 6 and part number 2, it is joined with the help of this stud and nut. You can see here in the assembly. So this is a nut and this one is the stud, isn't it? So the next part which we are calling here, that is a part, if you see there, this part we have used while making the assembly, that is part number 1. 2 we have called in the assembly, 3 we have called in the assembly, 4 we have called in the assembly, 5 we have called in the assembly, 6 we have called in the assembly, 7th we have not called in the assembly, this part we have not called in the assembly so far, 8 we have called in the assembly, 9 we have called in the assembly, 10 we have called in the assembly, 11 we have called in the assembly, but only 2 nuts we have used so far, 1 nut we have to use again. So total number of quantities are 3, 1 nut we have to use again. So the next part which we have to call here, that is part number 7, that is hand wheel is there. That part we are calling while making the assembly of it. If you see the hand wheel, the dimensions of the hand wheels are used to apply the efforts. To rotate the system, we use the hand wheels. If you see there, the dimensions of the hand wheels which are given here. Yes, this is what 12 mm is there. It is 12 mm portion is there, isn't it? And if you see there on part number 3, that is stud is there, this portion I will show you here. this portion is having a diameter of 12, means this 12 and the 12 mm on the hand wheel, this 12 and the 12 mm on the hand wheels are matching to each other. 12 mm. So these are the not diameter. This is the square portion. Square symbol is showing here, as well as the square symbol is showing here also. These are the not diameter. It is a square portion. This portion which is showing here in the hand wheel, it is a square portion is there. Again, this is a square portion is there, isn't it? So the portion of hand wheel, this portion of the hand wheel, it will get on the portion of this stud. On this portion it will get on. And if you see there, the total height of this portion is again 24 mm, and the height of this portion is again 24 mm is there, right? So if you see there in the assembly, so this is what the portion which get inside of the hand wheel, isn't it? And the locking of this hand wheel with the stud is made with the help of this nut. That is the part number 11. That is part number 11. Last nut we have to use it here. That is 3 quantities were there. 1 quantity we have to use it here. And that 1 quantity we are using here to make the locking of hand wheel with the stud, that you can see here in the assembly. This is what the nut we are used here. So my dear students, I hope you have understood. This is what the 3D model of the feed check valve. You can see it here. I hope you have understood how to prepare the assembly from given details for feed check valve. And while preparing the details from given assembly, you have to go in the reverse direction. You have to select the components one by one from the assembly. Suppose that this is the assembly is given to you as a question, and you have to prepare the details. So you can check how many parts are there by using this balloon. So total number of parts, with the help of this balloon, you can say that is 11 parts are there. Total number of 11 parts are there. And you can separate out that 11 parts one by one. And if you prepare the separate drawing of that 11 parts one by one, so that is your details. That's all. Nothing is new is there. So you have to go in the reverse direction, as what we did here in the case of assembly. While preparing the assembly, we have gathered all the parts sequentially, and we got one product, and that product we call it as a assembly. How to prepare details? You have to go in the reverse direction. You have to separate out the parts one by one. You have to pick up the parts and you have to prepare the separate drawing of each part, and that is your detail drawing. That is your detail drawing. I hope you have understood the assembly of feed check valve, how to prepare assembly from details, and how to prepare the details from given assembly. If you have any doubt, I hope definitely will share that doubts with me. So I will stop it here. Thank you.